Well, Oilers fans, welcome back. Round 2, Game 4 between the Edmonton Oilers and the Vegas Golden Knights. The Edmonton Oilers looking to take a 3-1 series lead. Vegas Golden Knights looking to knot this thing up at 2s. And I am expecting a much better performance from the Edmonton Oilers tonight. If we are being honest, the Oilers are the ones who should be down 2-1, not Vegas. Edmonton got away with it in Game 2. Did not get away with it in Game 3. They were sloppy all night. 10 minutes to go in the third. They only had 2 shots on net in a game. They're down a goal. And the game-winning goal with 0.4 left in the third period was wrong on so many levels by so many guys. And the Oilers deserved the result they got, straight up. And that's probably why I wasn't too upset about it. I mean, yeah, it's a shocking thing in the moment, and you guys saw that on our reaction. But when I sat on it, I went, this team has been outplayed in 2 straight games. And they won one of them. Luckily, won one of them. But now there have been some bad news coming out of Edmonton. Calvin Pickard is going to be out for at least a week, which means Stuart Skinner is getting the start again. Now, I saw a lot of people trashing Skinner on social media, and rightfully so. He did not have a good game in Game 3, but we have to remember he hadn't played in 17 days. And I know that's not an excuse, but it means he wasn't as fresh as he normally would be. He wasn't as game ready or game prepared or game locked in, whatever, or game played, I guess, as it is. So I can understand there was a little bit of rust. And as a result, you look at 3 of the 4 goals he gave up and you go, yeah, he probably should have had that one. That being said, the Edmonton Oilers are making some lineup changes in an attempt to get things going here. So Victor Arvidsson has been scratched. Kasperi Kapanen has been added in. And the Oilers have split up McDavid and Draisaitl. So here is your top line. McDavid between Nugent Hopkins and Hyman. So the Oilers are going back to that line. Draisaitl between Vasily Podkolzin and Kasperi Kapanen. Not sure how I like Kapanen up there, but whatever. Henrique between Kane and Connor Brown. I really think that they should have kept the Frederick up there. And then you have Matthias Janmark between Trent Frederick and Corey Perry. Defensively, you have Brett Kulak with Evan Bouchard, Darnell Nurse with Troy Stetcher, and Jake Wallman with John Klingberg. So Wallman, Klingberg stay. Emberson has been scratched. Stetcher is in. And, of course, Stuart Skinner is starting in goal. So there we go. It's, yeah. I don't want to say it's a must-win for Edmonton because they're still up 2-1 in the series. And at worst, you're going to be tied at 2. But like I said, the last couple games, Edmonton has not played well. They have deserved, honestly, like I said, they deserve to be down 2-1. They got away with it in Game 2, because they got bailed out by good goaltending from Calvin Pickard. Game 3 that did not deserve that win. So we'll see how they respond tonight. One of the things I like about this group is their ability to respond, their ability to bounce back. We've seen this time and time again, and now it's crunch time. But I'll say this: if Vegas wins this game, and you head to Vegas tied at 2, I think the series might be over. All right, let's take a look at the playoff brackets to see where we stand in the NHL playoffs. So we have played. So we're up. So we've played 3 games in the Winnipeg Dallas series. The Dallas Stars have a 2-1 series lead. Game 4, I believe, goes tomorrow night. Obviously, Game 4 tonight between Edmonton and Vegas is playing, so it's either going to be 3-1 or 2-2. Game 4 between Toronto and Florida happened last night, and the Florida Panthers blanked the Leafs 2-0 to tie that series up at 2, heading back to Toronto for Game 5 on Wednesday. I believe it is Wednesday. And currently, the Carolina Hurricanes have a 3-2 lead over the Washington Capitals, which means if that score holds, the Carolina Hurricanes will have a 3-1 series lead over Washington. Carolina's playing good hockey. Very good hockey. Never mind. Carolina's up now 4-2 on Washington. So that's going to be fun. You know, part of me was hoping for a Carolina Hurricanes Edmonton Oilers rematch. Not sure I want it now. Did Edmonton beat Carolina at any point this season? Let's see here. Let me just go to my playlist because I saved the highlights of every Oilers win this year. Let's see if Edmonton beat Carolina at any point this year. We're at 24-25. I do not want to play all. Did they beat Carolina at any point? Carolina. I don't. They did. Yes, on March 1st. Was that in Raleigh? That was in Raleigh. What? Oh, and Calvin Pickard was in that for that one, of course. Oh, picks. Why? God damn it. Oh, yeah. And by the way, Mark Stone is completely fine because, of course, he is. Yeah, it's amazing. It really is amazing. Okay, 5-2 now. 5-2 Carolina. So they take the 3-1 series lead. Oy. Yeesh. Washington, I had high hopes for you. So that's okay. So Carolina's up 5-2. They are going to take the 3-1 series lead. And this has been Carolina's problem once they get to the conference finals. So we'll see. They'll be playing the winner of Toronto, Florida. I don't know, man. I don't know how I feel about that series. The Carolina Hurricanes seem to have had Toronto's number over the last few years, but Toronto has shown that the regular season doesn't matter. I mean, if you look at it, Ottawa swept the season series in the regular season, but losing 6. Florida kicked their ass 3-1 in the regular season series, and Toronto's tied at 2 now. But I'm going to try and not dunk on Skinner tonight. I'm going to try my best to not dunk on Skinner. We're gonna see what happens. It makes you wonder though, because I remember that in 2023 when Skinner was struggling, Jay Woodcroft kept trotting him out there every single game, and it led to him being pulled 3 times in 6 games. I wonder what would have happened if they put Campbell in that for one of those 6 games, just to see what happens. So apparently the LA Kings are hiring Ken Holland to be their next general manager. Of course, Ken Holland was the general manager of the Edmonton Oilers from 2019 all the way to last year when the Oilers went to Game 7 of the Stanley Cup Finals. So interesting to see what's going to happen there. All right. Are they giving it a go? Let's go Oilers chant?
Them out. Game 3 here the other night, found a way to win it. They relax, they stick to what they do, and I expect nothing different from them tonight.
Yeah. I don't know if he was talking about Vegas or Edmonton there, but Edmonton needs to have a good game. Like I said, they had a great first game. I will give them the benefit. They had a great first game against Vegas, a fantastic clinical road hockey game. But like I said, games 2 and 3, Edmonton deserved to lose both. They won one, but and Draisaitl and McDavid need to be way better. And I think that's part of the reason why they've been put on separate lines. But it's obvious that they are injured or one of them is injured. I just don't know which one. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, we're gonna have the anthems going here pretty quickly, and we're gonna have. Oh, I'm nervous. I am nervous. I am not gonna lie. I am nervous. I am very, very nervous because I have Yep. All right. Stu, need a big game for me, bud? Breathe, 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 breathe. Breathe, 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 breathe. Breathe, 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 breathe. Breathe, 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 breathe. I'm breathing. So we're gonna do this. Anthem's about to get underway. Where's Robert today? He's up in the stands again. Someone's wearing ear defenders. Yeah, that makes sense. I hope. There he is. In a performance of the American and Canadian national. Some guy's looking around for him, and somebody like, he's over there, and he's like, oh, he's over there. By the dawn's early light, what so proudly we hailed. Stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, for the ramparts we watched were so. Hey, Janias, how you doing, good sir? How are the vibes tonight? Are you nervous? Are you calm? What do you think of the game? What are you thinking tonight? Exhausted? Yeah. Yeah, I did not. Yeah, no, I feel that. Yep. You know, I honestly, after what you said, when you left during game 3, I would have paid good money to see your reaction when you found out that Riley Smith scored with 0.4 left in the third to win that game for Vegas. I would have. What was your reaction? Like, did you just stare with your mouth open? Were you swearing? What was the feeling when you read Riley Smith scores with 0.4 left? I hope we get bounce backs too. He needs it. We definitely need bounce backs too. But we'll see what kind of Skinner we get tonight. With Pickard up for at least another week, our season is quite literally riding on the guy that management said we're okay with. I will say this. If Edmonton loses this series, not surprised. Yeah. Not gonna lie, mine wasn't. I was a little bit shocked at first, more or less just because of what happened. But then I thought about it. I'm like, yeah, that makes sense. They did not deserve to win that game at all. No, but it's funny because I was just gonna say, if Edmonton loses this series in the fashion that we think they're gonna lose this series in, management has to look at goaltending. They have to. I can't see why they wouldn't, right? Because you don't look at one guy who's 6-0 and another guy who goes 0-3 and then go, yeah, we're good. No, you don't do that. If Vegas wins, yeah, I agree. Which is entirely possible right now. So Edmonton needs to win this freaking game. Let's go, boys. Opening faceoff, Vegas sends it all the way down into their zone. Here comes Vegas right off the hot. William Karlsson shot. He's first saved by Stuart Skinner. Okay, that's good. So he's gotten himself in the game. Yeah, exactly. That would be nuts. All right, so back to the point. Bouchard shot into the glove of Aiden Hill. All right, right there. All right, good. So both goalies are in the game. That's good. Shots are one apiece. Both goalies with some good early saves. All right. We need to pull the goalie. No, we're not going to pull the goalie. All right, Eichel versus Draisaitl. Eichel's going to win that faceoff. What if this ends up being a road series? Like the road teams win all the games. On the one hand, I think that would be great for Edmonton because they have to play 4 road games, but Las Vegas score first and we will win. Yeah. Yeah, that's the thing, right? Edmonton scored. Well, yeah, Edmonton scored first in game 3 and they lost. Edmonton or Vegas scored twice in game 1. In game 2, they lost. No, they scored in 5 of 6 first. Game 6 was the only game that they didn't score first. But they did have a lead in all 6 games at one point. I do remember that because they were leading. Yeah, they scored first in game 1, game 2, game 3, game 4, and game 5. And game 6, they allowed the first, but they had a 2-1 lead. And then I think they lost 5-2 or 6-2, if I remember correctly, off of a Jonathan Marchessault hat-trick weak shot from Connor Brown right into the chest of Aiden Hill. Yeah, that would be great. Perry hat-trick, that'd be great. Kane's talking to someone on the ice, so he's not happy. Yeah, that series in 2023 bugged me. That was a series that I thought. Okay, here we go. Who scored? Oh boy. Oh, no, they did score. Okay, cool. Who got it? Rico in the slot, and he scores. Okay. Adam Henrique. All right, I'll take it. I don't care. You know what? I don't care. 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 Let them score first. Edmonton needed to do that. And great forecheck from Connor Brown. Steals it behind the net, sends it right out in front. And Henrique is all alone. Good job, Rico. We lost. I don't care. No, Edmonton needs to score first. They got this. They got this. All right. Raw. He's going to send it around, and that's going to go cleared out. You're not celebrating until it's over. That's probably a good thing to live by. How does Edmonton should have 3 shots on net. All right, so what happens here? So White Cloud lost it behind the net, and he found, good forecheck by Connor Brown. It rained in Edmonton. Yes. All right. Hanifin sends it in. It's going to get picked up by Troy Stetcher. Stetcher over to Draisaitl. Can't get the puck. Stone. Nurse. Back to Stetcher. Troy Stetcher. Here we go. Troy sends it up. Draisaitl's going to get in. Draisaitl tried to go cross ice. Nice defense by, who was that? That was Pietrangelo. All right. By Barbashev. Sends it over to Mark Stone. Mark Stone walking in. Sends it back to the point. Yes, we need a power play to get going here. Oh, here we go. McDavid's going to pick it up. McDavid, cross eyes, shot right over the net. Oh, and Hill just, what? I saw that. What the hell was Hill doing? Is that a penalty? That should be a penalty on Hill, right? You're not giving up a penalty? Bullshit. Are you fucking serious? Wow, that is some horse shit. So apparently, you can cross-check the opposing player into your goaltender, and that player is going to get a penalty for goaltender interference, but you cannot just freely shove a player who's doing nothing to you to the ice. That is bullshit. That is absolutely bullshit. Trying to escape, couldn't do it. Well, that's going to be icing on Vegas. Yeah. Icing on Vegas. Depth scoring in the series. Perry's got 3 goals, 1 assist. Yeah, the depth for Edmonton has definitely shown up for Edmonton in this, just in these playoffs, to be just in general. All right, Woolman over to Klingberg. Klingberg over to Connor Brown. Yeah. Brown, Klingberg, Woolman, shot into the chest of Aiden Hill, but he doesn't hold that puck. It's a big rebound. Vegas is going to clear it out. Tanner Pearson, who is still playing, I am very surprised. Backbreak. Yeah, I can imagine. Puck dumped out. It's going to roll in on Aiden Hill. He's going to have to send it over to his defensive pairings there. All right, here comes. Oh, you're going to let a guy walk in like that? Stu, good save, Stu. Shots are 6-2 in favor of Edmonton. Nice shot. 6-2, nice. Nurse. Frederick. Here goes Trent Frederick. He's going to chip and charge. Can't get around Zach Whitecloud, but Perry's going to go in it. He's going to try and stop the puck. Did he? Where'd it go? Perry's looking for it. I guess it went out of play. Are you serious? Oh, what's going on now? What we got? We got Nick Hague and Trent Frederick. Come on, Frederick. Beat his ass. This is a fantastic tilt. Hey, couple of strong right hands that eats a right hook from Frederick. Yeah. Oh, the refs are not letting break. So Nick Hague is number 14. The ref's going to step in? Yeah. Nick Hague looks slow in throwing his punches there. That's a good one. So how did this happen? Because, like, the puck went out of play, and then it just kind of boiled over. What happened here? So I got to see the replay of this. Hill embellished that. So what happened? So Janmark. Oh, okay. So that's what happened. So Janmark was skating by. So Hill sticks. Are you fucking serious, Aiden Hill? What bullshit? Oh my God. Are you? Okay, so now the goalie can just flop. I know, right? Oh my god, that is some and Vegas. Oh, for fuck's sake. Oh my god. So I don't think did Vegas score a power play goal last game? I don't think they did. I genuinely do not know anymore. I'd have to look at the score for. I mean, our PK sucks in general. It's ranked 16th in the playoffs, so it's our power play that's killer at home. But according to the NHL game viewer thing, the Knights power play is down to 20 seconds. So I think that's well, they killed it off. Penalty's over. I'm getting a stew thing here from shot for McDavid. 20 seconds left on the PK. Here comes the Knights. Carlson passes over to Barbashev. Barbashev back to the point. Shot. Puck deflects wide. Smith. Oh, here we go. Barbashev. Partial break shot. Saved by Stuart Skinner. Hannafin in the slot. Shot. Saved by Skinner. All right. Stu is standing tall here. Here come the Oilers. Oh, 2-on-1. Connor Brown. Back. Shot. Saved by Aiden Hill. That was well executed. 2-on-1 by Edmonton. Bouchard. Up for Draisaitl. Leon. Thunder is hit by Kasperi Kapanen in the corner. Good job, Cappy. All right, so this already feels like a much different team than we saw in Game 3. Draisaitl back to the point. Shot over top of the net. Bouchard sends it down low. Pietrangelo is just going to I'm at 12-18, 12-17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 12, 10 left in the first period. Connor Brown tried to sneak in, couldn't do it. Here come the Knights. Pavel Dorofeev stops up, gets hammered by Wallman. He's going to grab that puck, and here comes Connor McDavid. McDavid, chip in charge. Here we go. McDavid. Davo tries in front. Oh, he missed. Hyman was there. Oh, right back to the point. They missed. Oh, my God. Edmonton is getting all sorts of chances right now. Klingberg. Yeah, well, it's because I'm streaming. That's why. McNabb. Shot. Missed the net. Stone. Great start from Edmonton here. Not going to lie. This is a fantastic start from the Oilers. Eichel. Spins off from McDavid. Eichel back to Barbashev. He's going to wire it. Oh, really? You know what I should do? I should put on my TV. I wonder if it's being aired on CBC. I doubt it is. That's a bad pass by the Knights. Hyman can't get around it. Nurse over to Bouchard. Bouchard skates in, drops for Podkolzin back to the point. We tried to go back to the point. Couldn't get there. Podkolzin working it down low. Nice. Janmark. Podkolzin. Nothing doing there. Here come the Knights. Nicholas Roy. Stop that poke check by Henrique. Nothing doing there. Shot. Kane couldn't quite that. I don't have cable. I have satellite. Shot. Good save by Stu. Edmonton's doing a good job this game. Not going to lie. This is a great start for Edmonton. Nurse. All right. Looks like we're going to get a commercial break. $9:23 left. I think we're going to get our first commercial break finally. Man. I know, right? Nah, man. Stu's locked in. I love this. But yeah, this is a great first period for Edmonton. A complete different one that we saw even in game 3. But I mean, it's only been one period. Can we count? Oh, Oilers are on the power play. Oh, let's go. Hey, man, Janice, I appreciate you. I appreciate you coming out and joining me too, man. Appreciate it. That's okay, man. Hey, you know what? If you swear only by text, but you don't swear, I know, right? I don't know how. We're getting the power play here. Okay, here we go. So power play for Edmonton. All right, so we got Nuge. All right. So Oilers power play is 1 for 7. McDavid. Back to Bouchard. Bouchard over to Nugent Hopkins. Nuge back to Bouchard. Bouchard. Nuge. Guys, you got to put it on net. You got to put it on net. You're not going to score if you don't put it on net. McDavid. Yep. Nuge. Shot. There it is. See, that's on net. Not a great shot, but, you know, it's something. Bouchard. Over to Draisaitl. Draisaitl. Another shot. Missed the net. Nugent Hopkins. Good job keeping that puck from not getting out of the zone. McDavid keeps that puck in. Bouchard. Back to McDavid. He's going to find Draisaitl, or he tried to find Draisaitl. Vegas is finally going to clear it out. So Vegas looks like they are going to kill this off. Draisaitl. Tried to pass, but it goes right to Bouchard. Bouchard over to McDavid. Devo. Back to Nuge. Or is that Woman? That's Woman, actually. Woman. Draisaitl. Leon. Looking, waiting. 22 seconds left. Bouchard. Draisaitl. Cross ice to McDavid. Back to Bouchard. Bouchard tried to pass Draisaitl. Shot. Missed the net, and it's going to go down. And the Edmonton Oilers will not score on this power play. Had a couple of good looks. Nurse. Henrique. Yeah. Hyman. Behind the net. Finds a guy. Oh, it's in. Is that Enrico times 2? Oh, my God. Man, Hill does not like... So Edmonton makes it 2-0, but of course Vegas is going to get a power play out of that. So what happened here? So let's take a look what we got. So Hyman on Wah. So they don't like the fact. I guess they don't like the fact. Rico goes in there. Oh, so that's why. Okay, so McNabb pushes him in again? Are you serious right now? Are you fucking serious? Really? McNabb pushed him in. I can't believe this. Are you fucking serious? So Rico puts the puck in, Kane's going to the net, and McNabb pushes like.
Replay. All they saw is Kane running over Hill.
It's ridiculous. That is now the third time in 4 games that a Vegas player has pushed an Oilers player into Adin Hill and the Oilers get a penalty. I'm fucking putting that down. All right, well, here we go. A minute left. I'm like pissed off, so I forgot half the game. We're down to a minute left on the PK. It's ridiculous. Third time in 4 games. Like, it's nuts. Cross ice. Eichel, good pickoff by Nugent Hopkins. He's just going to skate it out. I want to see. Yeah, it's just ridiculous. So the power play is over for Vegas. So Edmonton is 2 for 2 on the PK. Just absolutely fucking insane. Yeah, agreed. I know, right? Two huge kills from Edmonton in this first period. In a game they're leading 2-0. That's fantastic. Now, of course, Edmonton needs to maintain this. What was the problem game 3? They led 2-0 and they couldn't hold the lead. Oh boy, Rico almost overskated the puck. Here comes Henrico. Kapanen. Shot, missed the net. We needed Jeff Skinner. Agreed. Kapanen's, you know what? Kapanen is played well so far. He's laid a couple of hits. He's gotten it doesn't matter. Let's just go. Let's go. Kapanen for Draisaitl. Shot blocked in front. Kapanen down. Come on, Cap. Oh, he's hobbled. He's absolutely hobbled. He's getting, oh man, and now Kapanen is injured. Let's just hope it's one of those things you just have to walk off. Shot saved by Adin Hill. Oh, and Kapanen's going down to the dressing room too. Ay. That's good. How much time is left anyway? It's still 3:42. So, yeah, I look. I can't complain. You're up 2-0 in a game that you need to absolutely win. Look, Kapanen is not the issue tonight. I agree. Jeff Skinner needs to get a shot, but Kapanen has not played bad. It's just unfortunate whatever happened to him. I agree. I agree that that's a fair assessment. I don't know what to say. All right, so Kapanen looks to be on the bench. Okay, sounds good. All right, so 3:42 left. Shots are 13-5 in favor of Edmonton. So Edmonton definitely came out tonight. We get another penalty here? What's going on? Okay.
Settle things down. Vegas gets the extra attacker out there in this delayed penalty situation. Dorothea slid his way around Captain and now Eichel. The love off Tomas Hertl. And go back to McNabb. He lost the handle. Captain touches up. And then he'll go promptly to the penalty box at 17:03.
What happened here?
Little fumble by Pot Coles and he falls down.
So Kapanen's in the box.
Into the zone. It's this good backtrack again. There's the penalty right there. That slash on the stick of.
That's a penalty. I know it's soft given the context of the game. That's a penalty. You can't whack a player's stick out of their hands. It's a penalty. I'm not going to argue that one, but if there weren't so many ridiculous other calls that have happened, like, Hill knocking Hyman down and not getting a penalty, but Vander Kane gets cross-checked to the Hill and he gets a call for it, I'd be a little bit more I'd be more egregious with that. I don't know. All right. Well, Evans has got to kill off another one. See, I'm getting Florida vibes here right now where Florida had so many penalties in the first period that they were bound to score on one of them, and that's going to be the same thing here. I know. Look, the series is 2-1. Edmonton's up 2-1. They're up 2-0 in this game. The refs are not going to help Edmonton out. The call has already come from Gary that we need the Knights to win this game. So we're going to call everything on Edmonton. We're not going to call a lot on Vegas. Have at it. This is what the NHL is with the Vegas Golden Knights. $15 seconds left. And the Oilers are going to kill it off. So the Vegas Golden Knights are 0-3. So I don't want to hear any Vegas Knights complaining that I know, right? That's great. That is absolutely huge for a team whose penalty killer. And Vegas didn't get a shot on it either. That's the best part. Vegas does not have a shot on this power play. They've only got 5 shots in the first period. So this is good. So here we go. So shots, 52 seconds left in the first period. 10 seconds left. Going by the game center, game watcher, game management, whatever you want to call it. 10. And I think we're going to get intermission here. And there we go. First period comes to a close. The Edmonton Oilers are up 2-0 on a period that they absolutely dominated the Knights in. Vegas, no answer tonight. McDavid back to the point for Wallman. Wallman's going to try and keep it in. He's going to send it down low for Hyman. Draisaitl was dumped in the corner, and of course it's not going to be called. McDavid, 7 seconds left. Nurse shot. Deflected. Where's the puck? It goes up and over. Nothing doing there. 0. And I can now go pee. Yeah. So there we go. All right. Well, what I'm going to do is, you know what? We're going to do, Shanice, if you want to stick around for this, you absolutely can. What I'm going to do is I am going to watch and break down the GTA 6 trailer 2. So we're going to look at GTA 6. We're going to do trailer 2 here. There we go. And I'm going to do my own breakdown. Going to do my own breakdown of trailer 2. No, I'm not going to do that. I would love to do that. I can't. So what are we going to do here, though? Bum. What am I watching? I'm watching a traffic camera. All right. Actually, you know what? I'm going to watch some planes. I love watching plane spotting videos. So we got the Emirates Airbus A380. An amazing aircraft. Love watching that big bird. I actually, because I live in Toronto, near Toronto, I go down to Pearson every now and then and watch some plane spotting. You know what? I think I'm going to go next weekend, actually. But yeah. Norris Boeing 787-9 Dreamliner from London Gatwick. Where is this road? I'm trying to think of relevance to GTA 5, where this road is. American Eagle Embraer 175, long range. Denver to Los Angeles. Okay. $13. Nice. Yes. Your airlines. I can't unsee it now. Good Lord. Oh, Qantas is a. I guess it makes sense. Oh my God. So, Vice Beach, Venetian Islands, Pelican Harbor, Washington Beach, South Beach. This is a beach right here. Okay. Port Vic. So we have Ambrosia, Leonidas State, Port Gellhorn. So a city there, something there. I'm guessing the red are train tracks. Special road, special highway. Do they have trains? So what's going to be up in the top of the map? Because there's like nothing up here. Gloriana State. There's got to be like a city like up here. Lake Leonida, Leonard, Kelly, Marina, Vicedale. So there's the Keys. Man. Jeebus. Oh, what kind of airline was that? That's a Delta flight. Please log in again. God damn it, Sportsnet. Alaska Airlines 737-8. All right, 5:53 left in the intermission. YOLO fan army, thanks. Yes, definitely 100%. Go Oilers, go.
how much space there is. So that's what.
Okay. Nice. Oh, boy. Oh, man, that's probably what. God damn it. All right. Agreed. Yeah. No, absolutely. They need to absolutely continue to push the issue here.
Family to Oregon when I was 13.
All right. They probably didn't. In fact, if anything, they got another call from the league that says, "Hey, Vegas paid us more money, so go ahead and give Edmonton more calls." All right, here we go. Second period is underway. Hill's going to stop behind the net. Riley Smith with the shot. And easy save for Stu Skinner. All right, Kulak. Wines fires, missed the net. Here come the Knights. Now remember, Vegas did manage to tie it up in 54 seconds in game 3 after being down by 2. So Edmonton's going to have to keep that in mind here. Nooch tried to find a streaking McDavid. Nothing doing there. Woolman back in his own zone. Shots are 16-6. Very good start for Edmonton in this game, doing exactly what they needed to do. Woolman goes up to Nooch. Honestly, yeah. Woolman walking the line, sends it into the glove of Aiden Hill. Yeah, that's true. That is very true. At this point, I wouldn't be surprised if a Vegas player slips on a banana peel and the refs will go, yep, that's a trip on Edmonton because they put the banana peel there. Absolutely ridiculous. Unfathomable. All right. Rico is going to win that faceoff back to Nurse. He's going to send it down low for Connor Brown. He's going to try and send it in front. I guess he's trying to get it off of Rico for the hat trick. Connor Brown. Darnell Nurse can't get the puck up. Now he does. Corey Perry's there. Oh, yeah. But Vegas is losing the series, so they got to give the Knights every advantage they can get. Right? Even in game 2, you could argue they were iffy at points. Yeah. And that's going to be icing on Vegas. How is that not icing? Oh, well, Draisaitl finds Kapanen. Kapanen is going to drop. Shot. Save for Hill. Easy save by Aiden Hill, but that's going to get cleared out. Now that'll be icing on Vegas. Shots are 18-6 in favor of, 19-6 in favor of Edmonton. So, yeah, good. Whoops, hit my mic. Good pressure so far. Agreed. They're out shooting Vegas 3-1. Here we go. Corey Perry, shot. Blocked in front. Stetcher with the shot. And Hill is going to smother that with the glove. You know what? It's called Our Tears. They drank our tears after game 3 because I saw a lot of people saying this series is now over because the Oilers lost game 3. And I think Edmonton took that and they said, fuck it, we're not losing. And this team's always had the ability to respond. That's one of the things I like about this group is that they get down in a game and they don't cry about it. McDavid off the face-off. Stops up, passes it back to Kulak. He's going to take the shot. It's going to get deflected over the net. Nugent Hopkins is going to try and stuff it in. Agreed. Especially last year against even against Florida in the Cup final. No, we are 100% the oldest. That's part of the reason why we had so many injuries down the stretch, because when you're old, but I say that, and the guys who were injured aren't even like the old guys. It's not like Henrique or Perry getting injured. It was McDavid, Draisaitl, Hyman, and Nugent Hopkins. Like, they're not old. Like, Nugent Hopkins, okay, maybe, but no one above 30. Oilers going to clear it out. That's going to go icing on Edmonton. But yeah, one of the things I like about this group, especially since Knoblauch took over, is their resilience. Like, they don't get down anymore. Agreed. Skinner's been good tonight. So far. He's been good. So far, he's been good. And now that we've said that, he's going to let in a stinker. Shots are 6-1 in favor of Edmonton. Ooh, puck out of play. We got a penalty here? It's going to be delay a game? Oh, yeah. Yeah, they're what? They're over their last 7 games, they're 6-1. Right? I'll take a 6-1 record in the playoffs. That's pretty darn impressive. Right? So here we go. Shots are 21-6 in favor of Edmonton. The puck is dropped at center ice. Yeah, so Edmonton's definitely come to play tonight. Draisaitl back to Stetcher. Troy Stetcher's going to find Leon. Draisaitl up to Kapanen. Kapanen gets it in on Draisaitl. Draisaitl. Podkolzin and Kapanen go for the same guy. End up hitting each other. Reminds me of Zach Kassian and another player a few years ago against Calgary. They both went for the hit, and they both ended up hitting each other. I don't remember who it was. I know it was Kassian. I forget who the other was. I think it was Fogle. I think it might have been Kassian and Fogle. I'm not entirely sure. Draisaitl off the boards to Podkolzin. He's going to take a swipe at it. He's going to get around one Vegas player. Nick Hague is going to clear it out. Here comes Jack Eichel. Eichel hasn't been as you know what? I know Eichel has 5 points. Oh, puck in front. Skinner, save it, Skinner. He's got it. Oh yeah. I'll say this. I know Eichel is tied with the series lead with 5 points, but he hasn't really been as effective, I felt. Not like he was in 2023. Oh, yeah, I remember that. Yeah. That game was, I just remember. Yeah, that was, and Calgary fans had the gall to say, oh, Cassian goes after him. And it's like, no, Kachuk ran. You know what I hated most about Kachuk getting the cup? It's not the fact that he got the cup. It's the fact that in one of his interviews, he was like saying, see, Calgary, I would never let those guys win the cup. And it's like, buddy, you showed up for one game of that 7-game series and your team still lost that game. Like, it's like, he's sitting here like he's taking credit for Florida winning the cup, and he didn't do fuck all. He had one good game, and it was game 5, and McDavid ended up sealing the show with his performance. It's like, buddy, shut the fuck up, will you? Although I would have loved to have seen how that series would have gone if Cassian was still playing for Edmonton in that series. That would have been nice to see Kachuk and Cassian go at it in the cup final. That would have been amazing. That would have been amazing. We'll see what happens. All right. Nuge. You just hold the mic like this. I don't mind this, actually. It's great. Yeah, it that one's one thing I'll say this that pissed me off the most about that Stanley Cup final. Did Hill push his own net off? What happened here, McDavid? Oh, Haig just okay. It was the defensive play by Haig. Yeah, well, it's funny. What pissed me off the most about the 2 cup finals I've seen Edmonton play in, they lost to a team that won their first cup. Like it sucks for me as a fan because I have this little game I like to play called That's So Oilers, where I look at something that happens against Edmonton and it happens frequently enough that it becomes like a running theme, right? So like if you're a player playing your first NHL hockey game and you score your first NHL goal against Edmonton, that's so Oilers because they let it happen. Remember Garrett Sparks? He got his first NHL start against the Edmonton Oilers, and he gets a shutout. That's so Oilers. Stu's 5-hole woke up. I don't like that phraseology here. Never mind. Good save by Stu. Yeah, I wouldn't you know what? In typical brother fashion, I wonder if Matthew teasingly shows it off every now and then. Yeah, they're doing a good job this game. Vegas only has 8 shots on goal through the 33 minutes of 37 minutes of play. Oh boy. But yeah, it was here's another crazy stat that jumps out to me. The last 3 seasons. So 2024, 2023, 2022. The team that's beaten Edmonton in the Stanley Cup playoffs has won the Stanley Cup. Colorado beat Edmonton in 2022. They win the Stanley Cup. Vegas beats Edmonton in 2023. They win the Stanley Cup. And this one is less surprising because, of course, it was going to happen regardless of who Edmonton played. But Florida in the Stanley Cup final beats Edmonton. They win the Stanley Cup. So. What the fuck am I watching? I like the music. Turn it up. Yeah, I don't think I can. I might get copyright on that. But that's that South American song from Fast Five. Shot from the point. Good save by Aiden Hill. I forgot the name of the song actually. I might be able to look it up here on YouTube. YouTube.com. It's like Fast Five song. Yeah, it's Danze Kuduro from a guy named Don Omar featuring Lucenzo. No copyright. Yeah, I know. Yeah, that's the song you want. It's called Don Kuduro. Write it on here. I can do that. I can absolutely do that. So let me just Don's so it's called Don Omar, and it's called Danza Kuduro featuring, I think I got that one, Kuduro featuring Lucenzo. There you go. Yeah. So that was played at the end of Fast Five, the Fast and Furious, the 5th movie in the Fast and Furious franchise. Missing a ton of the game while I'm towing doing this. Yes. Okay. I'm guessing Edmonton scored. Oh, yeah. There it is. 3-0. I see it on the game center here. Who is that? Evander Kane. Oh, that's going to piss off Vegas something first. Here we go. McDavid finds Evander Kane. He's going to go. Kane 2-on-1. He's going to rip it. He's going to score. And Aiden Hill is not happy. Evander Kane ripped it 5-hole on Aiden Hill, and Edmonton is up 3-0. Gotta say, I love this series much more than 2013 or 2023. Nice save by Skill. Oh my God, they're going to do this. Holy crap. So here comes, he was a 2-on-1. It just zips a 5-hole. Hyman bumps into Hill a little bit. Oh, you just. Yeah, I would love a Kane hat trick. You know what? I'm gonna be honest here. Real talk. I'm gonna be 100% honest with you, Janias, because I'm going to be honest with you, Janias. When it was announced in 2022 that the Oilers were signing Evander Kane, I did not like that news. I didn't like Kane as a player. I didn't like Kane as a person. All the crap and all the shit he pulled. I did not like it. And then he started playing. And then he started producing. And I want him to stay. I was wrong about Evander Kane. And he has turned his life around with Edmonton, very much like what Cassian did. And if I met Kane in person, that is the first thing I would tell him. I would tell him straight up, I did not like you as a player. I did not like you as a person. I didn't want you on my team. Now I can't imagine you without it. Or them without it. Exactly. Yes. 100. Same. Yeah. Corey Perry too. Corey Perry is another one. The Corey Perry one I was less iffy about. Zach Cassian, I know, had a bit of a history with Oilers fans, and we didn't like that. Same with Perry, or not Perry, Kane, but Corey Perry I never really had an issue with. When I heard that signing, I was like, yes, good. We get the guy who's been a thorn in our sides for the longest time. So that's pretty cool. So yeah, I'm really happy though that yeah, he was. But again, he turned his life around. And again, I liked having him on the team. Especially the playoffs in 2017. That was great. We all thought he was going to be Fernando Pisani 2.0 when he scored 3 goals in 2 games. Or was it? No, it was 2 goals in 2 games. Game 2 and game 3. But game 3 was the only goal that was scored by him because the Oilers won that game 1-0. So. Shots are now 22-11 in favor of the Vegas Golden Knights. Where are the Knights? I want to see their oof. Here we go. Let's see what the reactions are. Yes, he was. Yes. Kane fucking owns you. LMFAO. Oh. Should I go to sleep again? Hill couldn't stop a cold. Dude, that's I love that one. Kane Hill couldn't stop a cold. That's amazing. I'm favoriting that one. I love that. Read that again. Okay, so I'm on the Vegas Twitter page after it was 3-0 when they announced it 3-0 from Brandon Walsh. Hill couldn't stop a cold. Dude has been awful this series. When my brother is laughing, dude, that's amazing. Oh man. Yeah, because the Oilers are the better team. Honestly, who would have been better to lose game 3? So this would end tonight. Love the team forever, but they've never been in these playoff seasons against the Wild. Sure would be nice to see some office. This whole game feels like a PK. That person is not wrong. Hey, is Eden Hill playing goalie for Canada in the Olympics? Keep playing like this, please. Your downfall is pure entertainment. Agreed. You bums tried to tell us he should start in Italy. Okay, well, season boys, but y'all lost already in the second tonight. And y'all are going to get ass fucked on Wednesday. I'll say it again. Just get rid of Hill because he's ass. Say goodnight, Gracie. Vegas doesn't have the intensity come back in this one. They look slow, timid, and tired. Maybe they get another power play and pass it 25 times to get a shot on goal. And did Vegas just take a penalty there? Hold on. Delayed penalty. So we have a commercial break, and Edmonton's going to the power play when we come back. No excuse this time. How does Hill let that in? Poof, that was awful goaltending by Hill. Knights, what the fuck? You guys ate better than this team. He's meant to say R. Hey, Hill, how's that tripping you did earlier? Karma is a bitch. Coach, pull this ass out. Season's done. Can you tell our guys they are supposed to shoot? A gif of sadness, crying. We want Schmid, Aiden Hill, LMFAO, trash ass fuck, LMFAO, send Hill to China. Do we plan on showing up? And come on, guys, don't lay this on Hill. It's 24 shots on goal with no defense in front of the net. The whole team is failing miserably. You can't spell Hill without L. Time to make those tea times and get a goalie in the offseason. Vegas is cooked. Hell of a season. Looking forward to next year. We have the meme of Ben Affleck with the Vegas Golden Knights logo. I know, right? Next year, the realm is suffering. Hey, you know what? I'm glad Hill is trash right now. Because you know what? In 2023, when he came in, he was absolutely stellar for Vegas. He was the only reason the Knights won that series, in my opinion. Here we go with the Jack Michaels call on the goal by Evander Kane. There we go. All right. So power play for Edmonton. McDavid back to the point for Bouchard. Bouchard back to McDavid. Connor. Cross ice shot by Draisaitl. He's going to not score on that one. Oilers power play is 0-for-1 with 2 shots on net. Mark Stone. Hounded by Draisaitl. Sends it over to Pietrangelo. He's going to shoot it. It's going to get blockered by Skinner. Yeah, he's injured. He is absolutely 100% injured. Yeah, there's no doubt in my mind he is injured. Not the Vegas Twitter account playing the victim card. Ooh, what victim card are they playing? Yeah, he's injured. He's dealing with something. I just don't know what it is. He's been dealing with it for quite a while. Ever since the San Jose game. Because before that, he looked good. When he came back from his injury, he looked good. And then something happened in San Jose. I think it was something to do with his leg. But, you know, one of the things I like about one of the things I really like about this Oilers team right now is that the Oilers don't need him to be at 100% to win. I mentioned this before as the power play is going to come to an end here. The Edmonton Oilers are getting actually more depth scoring through 10 games of this playoff run than they did all in the 25 games they played last season in the postseason. And that's including and that's all the way to the Stanley Cup final. So yeah, How much time is left in the period? 7:22 left in the third, or not third. Yeah, no, it's okay. Look, honestly, here's what I'm hoping for. Best case scenario, Edmonton finishes this off in 5 games. Dallas and Winnipeg go the distance. Give Edmonton plenty of time to get as many people back fully healthy as possible. That includes Calvin Pickard. That includes Matthias Ekholm. Yeah, that's true. I probably just jinxed it, didn't I? Probably just jinxed it saying that. Oh, shot wide. Edmonton's done a very good job in this game, though, of limiting Vegas's chances. I don't believe in jinx. Hey, dude, it's okay, man. Totally okay. Just got to wait it out. Yeah, I agree. Mark Stone in front. Tied up by, who is that? Was that Kulak? What defensive play? Oh, here we go. Breakaway for Edmonton. Zach Hyman shoots. Saved by Aiden Hill. And that would have been a game breaker right there as Janmark just skies it over the net. Oh, my goodness gracious. Ooh, Edmonton with 2 great opportunities to put this game further out of reach for Vegas. Generally, he looks to go backhand. I've noticed that a lot of his breakaway goals, he goes backhand. Yeah, he always tries to go backhand. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Nothing wrong with that. He scored a nice backhand beauty against Florida in Game 6. I think that was his final goal of the playoffs too. But you know, yeah, exactly. That's his MO though, right? That's what he does. That's his thing, for better or for worse. And you know what? I don't mind it. Zach Hyman, has been just one of the best free agent signings, not just by this team, but by any team in the last couple of years. Right? Way better than the Lucci signing. Oh, here we go. Janmark. He's just going to dump it in on Aiden Hill. Might as well, right? Did Aiden Hill just get a Bronx cheer too? I think Aiden Hill just got a Bronx cheer from the fans. Stetcher. Draisaitl finds Kapanen streaking down. Kapanen lost the handle. Draisaitl back to Kapanen, or to Podkolzin. Podkolzin, nice little move. Podkolzin back to the point for Stetcher. Over to Nurse. Nurse finds Podkolzin. He's going to spin, get tripped. No call, because of course they're not going to call anything. Oilers are just doing a good job clogging up the neutral zone. Now, see, the way Edmonton's playing in this game reminds me of Game 1 against Vegas. Clogging up the neutral zone, preventing the Knights from getting anything going. I know, right? I know. I remember when there was a time. Edmonton. Yeah, you're right. It is. I remember when there was a time Edmonton would be on every single player's no list. No trade, no sign, no nothing. The only way Edmonton could get players was if they were locked into a contract where they didn't have a say on where they go, or they overpaid for free agents. Now, now it's like everyone wants to come. Exactly. right? And that's like fantastic. Well, it's not just McDavid, but it helps when you go to the Stanley Cup final last year, right? It really helps when that's a thing, right? All right, I want to take a look here. I'm just gonna go. Just gonna go ahead here and I'm gonna look up Sin Bin Vegas. There we go. Let's take a look. Oh yeah, it'd be nice. It'd be nice. But you know what? This is the playoffs, and you're up 3-0. It's be nice if you go for the fourth, but you don't have to right now. Edmonton just needs to continue to play solid work in the defensive end and in the neutral zone. Vegas only has 11 shots on net. Now they have 12. As literally just as I say that, the shot counter changed to 12. Vegas only has 12 shots on goal through almost 40 minutes of play. That is solid from Edmonton. Let's see here. So let's go ahead here. There we go. 3:24 left in the second period. Score remains 3-0. Agreed. But as long as Edmonton spends more time in the offensive zone than the defensive zone, I don't care what kind of shots they're getting. $25 to $20.12 are the shots. Agreed. Yep, it can. Yep, it can. Yeah, Skinner's got a lot of weak spots if you know what to look for. I know, right? It was Jack Michaels calling playoff games on TV is long overdue. Long overdue. This guy brings it. Nope, did not. Not before this season. Because usually, even though he's been calling games on Sportsnet since 2021, the Oilers always got Harner Ryan, who is not bad, but it does feel like sometimes he was always cheering for the team against Edmonton and not the Oilers. And I get it. As a commentator, you kind of have to be unbiased for the most part, but it definitely seemed like whenever the other team scored a goal, he was more excited for that than when the Oilers scored a goal. You know what I mean? So, what's Pods doing here? I see Pods. Podkolzin's had a good game too. Him and Kapanen. Kapanen's been good tonight as well. Aside from that one penalty in the first, I like Kapanen's game. Oh, Podkolzin with a shot block. Yep, good. Yeah. Ay. Block shots are 12 to 10 in favor of Vegas. So. .244 left in the second period. Yeah, I don't know. I'm too busy scrolling through Twitter. I need to be paying attention to the game here. Shot deflected in front, saved by Aiden Hill, and the Vegas Golden Knights are going to break it out. Here comes Braden McNabb. He is going to dump it into the Oilers zone. Kane on the forecheck. Oh, man. Oh, it's 11:25. Boucher or Nurse is going to skate that puck up. Yeah, Edmonton. Whole Edmonton team's played well tonight. .124 left. Yeah, both teams just trying to clog up the neutral zone. Bouchard tried to slip it in front to Hyman, or not Hyman, Nuge. Nuge sends it back to the point for Bouchard. He's going to wind fire, tipped in front. Nice keep by Bouchard. He's going to send it down low for Nugent Hopkins. Nugent Hopkins finds it out front for Hyman. Hyman, McDavid couldn't get there. Otherwise, that's a backdoor tap in. With 49 seconds to go. Agreed. No, the whole team has done their job tonight. Everyone was saying that they needed to be better than they were in game 3, and they have come out and proven it tonight. This is a game 1 Oilers team. This is game 5 versus LA and game 1 versus Vegas Oilers right now. And I've said going into the series, if the Oilers are going to win this series against the Vegas Golden Knights, that's how they need to play. They need to play like they did in game 5 versus LA and game 5 versus LA. And that's what we're seeing tonight. They are not giving the Knights anything in the offensive zone, and any shots first of all, they're clogging up the neutral zone. So Vegas is already having enough problem getting into the Oilers zone as the second period comes to an end. So Edmonton's clogging up the neutral zone, preventing Vegas from getting in. Anytime Vegas does get in, they are getting hounded by the Oilers D and forward group. So they're getting sticks tied up. They're getting shots blocked. They're getting boxed out. And any pucks that do happen to go through, that was right off the inside of Henrique's skate. Skinner is there to make the save. The Oilers have played a fantastic game, to say that, or to say the least. And I couldn't think of a better game, especially after what happened in game 3. I know. I saw that. Did you see that? Yeah, I saw that fan. It's hilarious. Whoa, hang on a second. All right, so here's one for you. So I'm on, again, Vegas Twitter. They just posted the second intermission. It's 3-0 Edmonton. And here's the first response. Fuck this team. They don't give two shits. Hell, at least injure an Oiler before they beat us in 5. Just know if Riley Smith didn't save y'all on Saturday, this team would be on their way to Cancun. That is correct. Who said that? Cole Hall, WX/hockey. He's right on that one. This team has been a step behind all playoffs, barely made it past Minnesota. House cleaning in order. Our regular season record means jack shit. Playoffs are all that matter. Not looking good. No mood. That's how you know it's bad. Lol. Lights are too bright. Reality check wrecked. Cassidy better give them the business if they want to win. Got to be a completely different team in the third. 12 shots in 2 periods. 40 minutes to go. 40 minutes, 0 goals. Worthless losers. Well, Vegas is nothing more than a bunch of third-line plugs. Oilers own you. Enjoy the offseason. You know you're fucking useless retards when you're getting shut up by Stuart fucking Skinner. Y'all might actually be the softest team in the NHL. Goalie's been hit so many times and nobody did anything yet. Chat, we are cooked. I'm sad. So there you go. That's kind of how Vegas fans are taking it. Yeah. Yep, I'm gonna tweet something out right now very quickly. Yeah, that was and I did every game too. I think I only turned it off a handful of times. Um most of that I was there from start to finish, from the beginning of the game to the end. And there are some good reactions too. The only problem the biggest problem I had last year though when doing the playoffs was I at the same time I had my phone beside me. And of course, I get the score notifications on my phone before they happen in the game. So there would be a couple of times where I got a notification in my on my phone before something happened. In fact, one of the more famous ones, if you actually go to, I'm gonna do it here for a second. If you go to my game one live stream versus Dallas, let's see if I can find it here. Let's go to live. Game 4. No, this is game 7, Oilers at Panthers. Game 6, Oilers at Stars. Game 5, I remember that one. Yeah, game 1, Oilers at Stars. My setup was much different. So at the if you look at round 3 game 1 Oilers at Stars video. Yeah, what's up, Janice? Yeah, sure. No, I can do that. Absolutely. Do you mean like if you miss a stream and then I do the next game, I can do that? Like I can, or do you want me to like post timestamps in chat? I can do that too. Possible? It is possible. I can do it. No problem. Right? I can do like let's say for example you missed this game, and we're doing game 5. I could write down the timestamps for the goals. Oh, you need to see it on screen. Yeah, I can try and do that. I'd have to watch the entire thing though. Actually, you know what's funny? I did do something like that. Here, you want to see? Here, you know what? I got one better for you. I can do one right now. Here. Watch. I can do one right here. Okay. So this was one of the very first ones I did on this channel. Oilers at Golden Knights. Okay. This would be the one. Okay. Here we go. Okay. Here, I can do this. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Watch. Okay. Yeah, I can comment timestamp. So here you go. Here's one for you. Okay. So this is one of the very first streams I did with this current setup. So this was a game 3 years ago between Edmonton and New Jersey. I'm going to put the timestamps in now. Right, just watch this, right? And yeah. Okay. So if the link works, so that's the game. So that's the first goal that was scored. that goal call I did is probably the best goal call I have ever done. Just watch my reaction, listen to my language, because that I think is amazing. All right, I'll post the others here. In fact, actually, you know what? Just go to the video. The timestamps are down in the comments. I put all the timestamps in there. Yeah. Yeah, I can do that. Yeah, if you miss a stream, I will definitely do that for you because that is something I like to do. I love it. I love it when I do stuff like that. That's amazing. Absolute sinner. You know what? I think I did. Yeah, I wanted to do it for all of them, but it was painstaking to watch the entire thing go back and forth. But going forward, I'll do that for you if you want. Absolutely, 100%. I can do that if you want. I think, yeah, Oilers. Okay, I turned the comments off for that one. I don't know why. All right, let's see here. I think that was the only one I did it for. Oilers at Stars. This one I definitely did not sit all. Yeah, I only sat through an hour. Sharks at Oilers. Yeah, I think that's the only game I did it for. I think I only did that for that one just because I liked my commentary. Yeah, I can do that. It doesn't matter. I'm good either way. But yeah, that one I think I did. I think I did it for that game just because I liked my commentary on that one a lot, especially that first one where I'm like, Gillies thought he had it, waited too long until he realized he didn't have it, and Draisaitl pots it into the empty net. Appreciate it, man.
The line, 2 seconds left. Edwards, long three. And Anthony Edwards beats the buzzer with a triple. He had 2 defenders on him from about.
Oh, I forgot I had my sound on. We are unable to detect your account. Fuck you, Sportsnet. That's twice now. Jesus Christ, motherfuckers. Oh, that went off Braden McNabb's skate, actually. That goal by Kane went off McNabb's skate. I didn't know that. Oh, well, okay, interesting. Ah, 2 minutes left to go in the intermission. Have Matt. Okay. Oh, really? I did not know that. That's cool. I hope he does not mind my very amateurish setup. He also streams at Oilers fan reaction. I'm gonna see if I can. I'm gonna look that up. Hold on. Oilers fan reaction. Let's see what I can do here. Three months ago. Okay, cool. Ladies and gentlemen and ladies, I love that intro. Hey, man. Hey, Matt, I believe. How's it going, brother? Are we doing simultaneous live streams here? Hold on. Let's do this. Okay, hang on here. Okay, Oilers fan reaction. You should be live, right? Here we go. He is live. Oh, he is doing it too. Oh my god. That's amazing. What is up, Matt? Epic. Oh man, that's amazing. I didn't know. That is great. That is amazing. That is amazing. There we go. Yeah, he just earned a subscriber. He just earned a new one. That's amazing. I love that. Down the stretch we go. Yep, 100%. Third period about to get underway. We both said the same thing. I love that. Sweet. You too, brother. Let's focus on this third period here. Yeah, I gotta look up how to do all those things in terms of showing screens and all that, because that is just something I gotta do. I gotta step up the quality if I'm gonna do this. That was cool. I am not gonna lie, that was very cool. That was awesome. I mean, I have appeared on other YouTubers' videos before. I actually appeared on another a Leaf fan stream not the other day, quite frequently. Check out here. I'm gonna give you a channel here. They do a lot of Leaf content, but they do a lot of hockey content too. 2BC Productions. To BC. I think that's. Oh yeah, I do the SD. I do Steve Dangle too. I actually met Steve in real life once, for a book signing he was doing. Let's go to my 2BC. 2BC Productions. Okay, yes, we're gonna so 2. Yep, he was. It was when his book came out. There you go. Check out that channel. It's run by a guy named Johnny Superman. He does. He's a Leafs fan, so it kind of sucks, especially when the Leafs are doing so well. But he does a lot of. Oh boy, I'm already missed a minute of this third shot. Good save by Skinner right off the hop. He does a lot of Leafs content, like Leaf streams, but he does a lot of NHL hockey content too, because he's a hockey fan at heart. There's a new game he's playing. It's called Puck. It's a physics-based hockey game for your PC on Steam. It's 100% free, and he'll play on his stream, and then he'll invite his viewers to join. I usually get in pretty good, and so every so often I play with him, and it's a fun game, even though I suck ass at it. Puck into the corner, Henrique. But yeah, check him out. He does a bunch of other video games too. He's played Batman Arkham games. He's done Civilization games. Yeah, definitely check him out. He's good. He's a good. You know what? He's not one of those Leaf fans that goes rah rah. Leafs are the best team in the NHL. Blah blah blah. No. He is a very level-headed fan, and does like, are you talking about Pasternak? Hey Rex, how's it going, man? Connor Brown over across. Weather's gonna dump that puck into the Knights zone. I need to get like a stand for my thing. Shot into the corner. Bunny legit nice. Connor Brown behind the net. Thanks, Rex. Olofsson sends it over to Dorofeev. He's going to shoot it in on Skinner for Vegas' 13th shot of the game. It's an absolute clinic tonight from Edmonton. Wallman shot, missed the net. Klingberg pinching, doing a good job. Frederick can't come up with the puck. And here goes the Vegas Golden Knights. Nicholas Waugh tries to send it back. Oh, McNabb is going to take that shot, blocked in front. Theodore is going to take that or make that pass. Nothing doing there. Wallman sends it over. Oilers are going to flip that puck into center ice. And the Oilers are going to dump it in. All right. So what I'm looking for from Edmonton in this third period, they can't sit back. They cannot sit back. They absolutely have to continue to push the pace here. As Hannafin's going to skate it into the zone. He's going to send it around for, I think that was Brett Howden. Not entirely sure. No, it's 71. Exactly, Rex. Yeah, 100%. They cannot sit back. Here goes Connor, though. Connor. Shot. Saved by Hill. And here come the Knights now. Riley Smith. Who's 71 for Vegas? I'm going to look that up. Petrangelo. Cross to Hannafin. Hannafin's. Take that shot. Saved by Skinner. Riley Smith on the rebound. Cross ice. Shot. Blocked in front. Where's line combos for Vegas here? 71. Oh, it's Carlson. Why did I have such a hard time with that? Henrique in on the forecheck. Or is that Hyman? It might be Hyman. Mark Stone. That's going to be offside on Vegas. 15-16 left in the third period. Yeah. It's easier for me with Edmonton because I watch them all the time. But yeah, other teams, I have no idea. Unless it's like a player that everyone knows, like obviously Crosby's 87, Ovi's 8, Matthews is 34, Marner's 16, things like that. But yeah. I have Daily Faceoff open just to look at numbers and things like that. So yeah. Okay, boys, we do not want a repeat of Game 5 in 2017. Do not want a repeat of Game 5 in 2017. That is going to haunt me for a long time. You know what? I remember after that game happened, the first article on Sportsnet. Which one was worse? The Oilers blowing a 3-0 lead in Game 5 or the Leafs blowing a 3-goal lead in Game 7? And I'm like, is this really a question? One's in Game 5, the other's in Game 7. You lose Game 5, you still got 2 games left. You lose Game 7, that's it. Game over. Series over. Your season is done. Oh, boy. Yeah, drink. Thankfully, I got my drink right here. Petrangelo's looking on the bench. Theodore. I know, right? Oh, dude. Toronto, the media is absolutely brutal in Toronto. Which I remember at one point in time, Kapanen with the shot off Muscovy Hill. I remember at one time they were so desperate to prove that Matthews was better than McDavid that I'm like, my game is lagging. I don't know what the hell's going on here. So Olofsson's shooting. Hurdle. Dorofeev. Olofsson. Dorofeev. Well, I'll explain after I see what's going on here. Whitecloud, shot, save. They were so desperate to prove that Matthews was better than McDavid that they actively tried to argue that Matthews' contract was better than McDavid's. Now, this was a couple of years ago, so this is before Matthews' current deal where he's paid the highest in the league. But they were trying to argue that Matthews at 5 years is better than McDavid at 8. And I'm just sitting there going, are you for real? Like, Anyway, yeah, that's it. Exactly, right? Yeah, not in playoffs. In fact, here's a stat that I found absolutely hilarious that I found out last night after the Leafs got shut out by Florida. First of all, Matthews has played 9 games in round 2. He has 0 goals in round 2. Here's another one that I found absolutely hilarious. In these playoffs so far for the Leafs, Matthews has scored 2 goals. Marner has scored 2 goals. That's 4 goals combined between the two of them. You know who else has scored 4 goals in the playoffs? Brady Tkachuk. And Brady was eliminated 6 games ago. Or sorry, he was eliminated 4 games ago. Imagine that. Your 2 highest paid players on your team have the same amount of goals as a guy who was eliminated 4 games ago. They are complete no-shows in the playoffs. And for years, Leaf Nation went, oh, it's okay. They'll go next year. This year, they're finally going, okay, these guys need to step up. Oh, man. It is hilarious. It is just, I know, right? Like, and then, of course, yeah. And they somehow think they can afford him. Like, what? You need to re-sign Tavares, and Toronto's already indicated that they'd like to re-sign Tavares. Marner's going to be asking for at least $14 million. If Draisaitl's earning 14, Marner's going to ask for at least 14. Like, they can't afford him. And honestly, and like, I love how Leaf fans act like Edmonton did not just go, oh yeah, for sure. But like, yeah, that's true. But like at the same time, I love how Leaf fans act like Edmonton did not just go to the Stanley Cup final last year. Like, if you were, okay, here's the thing. If you were to choose between a team that just went to the Stanley Cup final versus a team that usually gets eliminated in round 1, which team are you picking? You're picking the team that just went to the Stanley Cup final, right? Like, I don't know. Oh yeah, Leaf fans have been pegging for McDavid to join them since McDavid got drafted by Edmonton. I remember even before McDavid signed his current deal, they're like, "Oh yeah, he's going to leave after his entry level deal is expired." And it's just like, no, he is not. And no, he did not. You know what I mean? Like, so the only way I could ever see McDavid, like, if Edmonton imploded this year and either missed the playoffs entirely or got eliminated by LA in like 4 games, then I could see him making an argument to leave. But here's the thing. And here's why I really, truly think he's not leaving, regardless of what happens this season. You want to hear my reasoning? Here it is. Draisaitl re-signed. I don't want them to win. I want them to get smacked by Florida. Exactly. If Draisaitl does not re-sign, if McDavid had any thought of leaving, that's why McDavid's not leaving, because Draisaitl re-signed. Exactly. Yeah, exactly. How many shots does Vegas have in this period? The shots are even at 6 apiece. So 15 for Edmonton in the first, 10 for Edmonton in the second. Exactly. Yeah. I think Lauren opened a couple of businesses in Edmonton too. No, you know what? That's fine. Shots are 6 apiece in the third. I'm fine with that. That being said, it is Vegas' second highest total in this game. Their highest was 7 in the second period. Now that's 7 in 10 in 20 minutes. They're already up to 6 in less in 9:20. So, in 9:20. So, really hoping that Edmonton or 10:40 or 10:20. I don't know how time works. They have 6 shots in less than 10 minutes. So, we'll see what happens. Yeah. Oh yeah, no, 10:40 left, but exactly. Yeah. Nice keep at the line by whoever that was to flip it back in. Yeah. Hurdle. $32-18 are the shots now. Rex, come on, dude. Never say the S word, man. Come on, bro. Dude, you just jinxed it. Oh my goodness. Exactly, yeah. Well, no, hold on. One of them shouldn't have counted because Kessler and the holding of the pad. That one still irritates me to this day. Because the NHL's logic was simply like, oh, well, Darnell Nurse pushed him in there. Okay, fine, but he makes no attempt to get out, and he's holding his pad. So, like, I don't know. But this, you know what? Part of the reason why I don't think that'll happen again, and it hasn't happened. Well, no, that's not true. Edmonton did surrender 3 to Vegas or yeah. Part of the reason why I don't think that'll happen is that this is a much more experienced Oilers group than. Well, first of all, Corey Perry isn't playing for the Ducks, so that helps. Number one. Number two. If I remember correctly, Corey Perry was the one who scored that goal when Kessler. I know he got the OT winner, but I think he scored that goal to tie it up, or at least get them back within one. I know he had a couple goals in that game. I want to double check, but I don't want to be I don't want to bring up bad memories. So I'm just gonna say he got one of those 3 goals in addition to the game winner. Holy crap! Puck in front of that. Good save by Stu, and Oilers are gonna clear it up. Oh boy, good save by Skinner. I know, right? This is amazing. It's probably the highest I've had on a stream. Yeah, I need to do something more. We gotta start somewhere, right? Gotta start somewhere. Just I think my likes and stuff will absolutely go up. If I do a bit more of a professional thing. All right, we got a commercial break here. Ay, ay, ay. Oh. Goddamn commercials. Goddamn commercials. Oh man, oh man, oh man. 8:12 remaining in the third period. All right. Okay, so Vegas is tied their shot totals from the second period. So they had 7 shots in the second, 7 in the third here. Now Edmonton also has had 7, so that's good. But yeah, Edmonton kind of needs to start playing again. Barbashev tried to go cross ice. Good defensive slot there from, I believe that was Henrique or Wallman. I think it was Wallman because McDavid's on the ice. So I'm guessing that was Wallman. Good defensive coverage there to prevent that pass from getting all the way back to Riley Smith. So I thought I just saw the score bug change to 4-0. Oh boy, that would have been nice. I did it again. Connor Brown empty net. Yeah. I don't know. Do you think Vegas would pull with 3 down? I mean, Anaheim did. I think the mentality from Vegas, yeah, I think they would too. I think the mentality from Vegas is like just get 1 and then go from there. So we'll see what happens. But Edmonton can't hit an empty netter to save their lives. So we'll see. We'll see. Yeah, probably. Yeah, I would imagine 4 or 5 minutes left. I would imagine Vegas is going to pull Hill. See what happens here. He's staying in there for now. 6:40 left to go here in the third period. And it looks like Vegas iced it. That is true. Very true. Yeah, a little bit anxious too. It's weird. You're up 3-0 in game 4, about to take a 3-1 series lead. How are we? Okay, so I didn't know this. Edmonton has one of the best in-game promotions I've ever seen. This is from Jesse Granger. They launched Donair burritos into the crowd with a t-shirt cannon and call it Donair Force 1. And also they blast Danger Zone by Kenny Loggins while doing it. I want to be there for that. I want to do that. That's amazing. All of us, haha, we all knew. Yeah. All right, here we go. 6:27 left here in the third. Klingberg can't hold that puck in. And Kolasar is going to skate into the Oilers zone with it. Kolasar back to the point for McNabb. He's going to send it down low for he's going to get checked off the puck. Here comes Jake Wallman. Finds Corey Perry. Perry's going to send it up to Evander. That's not Evander. That's Trent Frederick. Shea Theodore falls down. Oh, you want me to read some Knights comment? Okay, you know what? We're going to read the one that I found hilarious. So this was after Edmonton went up 3-0. Hill couldn't stop a cold. Dude has been awful this series. All right. Here we go. End of 2. Name not a hockey city, not even okay, no, that's trolling. Let me guess. What was another good one? Okay, here's one. Y'all deserve this for trading Marchessault. We had something going. Okay, that makes sense. Where's the offense? This team is facing a gentleman's sweep. Well, score at least 3 this period. Too bad they could have been amped up after the Saturday win. How many hits will Hill have to take for Vegas to respond? Pussy hockey. Why even show up for the third? Spare us the frustration. Here's a better one. My kids are having 12 under tryouts, and my wife offered to take them so I could watch the game. She's getting to watch the better hockey. I agreed. Just know if Riley Smith didn't save y'all on Saturday, y'all would be heading to Cancun. Honestly, just start doing shots on goal. Stop setting up these plays. You guys can't keep the puck out to save your life. Good season, boys. Pack up and head home. This team has been a step behind all playoffs. Barely made it past Minnesota. House cleaning in order. A regular season record means jack shit. Playoffs are all that matter. Exactly. Oh, did Troy Searcher just draw a penalty? Oh, and he lays a reverse hit. Nice. Good job, Troy. Good job, Troy Stetcher. 5:11 left here in the third period. Shots are still 32 for 32-19 in favor of Edmonton. Vegas ruined my retirement parlay tonight. All right, 5 minutes left. Power play. Seeing a lot of power plays in chat. Let's see what we got here. Is that a power play? Let's see here. Riley Smith. All right. Mm-hmm. 5 minutes to go here in the third period. Puck dumped in on Skinner. He's going to send it over. That might be icing on Edmonton, and it is going to be icing on Edmonton. So 4:46 left. What we got here? I see you guys talking about no PPs. I'm guessing something happened here that I'm not seeing. So we'll see what happens here. I need to get a bigger stand, or at least a thing. Oh yeah. Especially all those penalties in the first. Like Kane gets knocked over. He said drew a penalty. Yeah. Shot. Nice save by Skinner. He fought that one off. Reminds me of a shot I had to fight off in ball hockey. Stones sends it around to Jack Eichel. Eichel has been uninspiring this series, not like he was in 2023. Eichel tries to go in front, blocked in front. Back to the point. Shea Theodore, 4:21. Oh, Vegas has pulled Hill. So 4 minutes and 15 seconds left. They have pulled Aiden Hill and trying to get something back here. Theodore, down low for Eichel. Jack Eichel goes across ice. Noah Hannafin for Mark Stone. Back to Eichel. Bounces off his stick. Theodore, down low for Stone. Mark Stone looking, waiting. Nice tip out of the zone by Kapanen. Good stick by Kapanen to get that puck out. Yep, you called it, Janice. I think they actually pulled him at 4:30. And that's going to be icing on Vegas. So now Hill has to go back in the net. Win the draw. Exactly. Win the draw, score. Bingo. Okay, so they still have, despite the fact that Vegas iced it, they're still showing empty net with 3:33 left. Half of the Devils. Oh, yeah, no, Hill's back in the net. Okay, Sportsnet just glitching out. All right. Connor Brown. Yeah, of course, Connor Brown would be on the ice for this one. And thank you both for showing up to the stream. I was speaking into the void for the longest time. Alex Golcall is amazing. I will try. I have people sleeping, so I gotta have to try and keep it toned down a little bit, but we'll see what happens here. All right. Shot. Oh, nice save by Stu. Nice save by Skinner. You know what? I'm going to say it. Stewart has been good tonight. Oh, I see. I know what you guys were talking about now. When you were talking about power play and no PP, I know what you're saying now. I get that. Come on, Stu, lock it down for a little bit longer. Lock it down for a little bit longer. It's feeling like okay. Does that mean the game's not over yet, though? There's a Flames fan trying to speak a shutout or a Vegas Golden Knights goal into existence by using the S word for Skinner. And now he's saying his powers didn't work as if in like a last ditch effort to make it happen. Olofsson. Back to the point. Pietrangelo down low for Wah. Pressured by McDavid. McDavid gets the puck. Nothing doing there. Oh boy, back to the point. Cross ice. Where's the puck? Oh, it just missed. Oh no, man. Hyman just got rocked by Pietrangelo. Kulak sends it around. Nuge. He's going to chip it out. 2:02 left. If Skinner scored an empty netter, that would be amazing. Pietrangelo. Dorofiev. Back in his own zone. Eichel. No. There's no way. There's no way. Kapanen racing for the puck. No, there's no way Skinner was going to score. There's no way. Can you imagine? Back to the point. No one home. Minute 15 left. Oh boy, I'm scared. Can you imagine if he did that? A minute left. Yep. Oilers fans are on their feet. Their team is 58 seconds away from going up 3-1. Eichel. I want to let Jack finish this off.
Will belong to the sellout crowd.
We talked about the hits that Alex Pietrangelo taken in this series, and especially in this game tonight. And he gets a little payback here on Zach Hyman. Has to hold on to this bobbling puck, trying to get it out of his zone. Good shoulder to chest hit there, and then
All right.
whack right there into the hands of Hurdle by Evander King, old teammates in San Jose. No friends on the pond.
Timeout, Bruce Cassidy and the Vegas Golden Knights.
All right, so Bruce Cassidy is taking his timeout with 48.9 left on the clock. I am not saying a damn word until that timer hits 0. Not saying a fucking thing. Let's go, boys. Lock it in. Lock it down. Get the dub. Come on, boys. 35 seconds left. 24 seconds left. Puck in the slot. Deflected over. 37 seconds left. Shot. Saved by Skinner. Nuge can't get the puck. He's going to dip it off the boards. And I think that was Shea Theodore that smacked it out. 24.7 seconds left. (22, 21, 20). And that's going to be icing on Edmonton with 18.3 left. Nope, I didn't either. Game is over. The stuff is coming in from Twitter. The Edmonton Oilers blank the Vegas Golden Knights in game 4, 3-0. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yes!
You got to have everybody in the Stanley Cup playoffs. The Vegas Golden Knights got better each game of the series. Into this game number 4 was Edmonton that took a big step forward in closing out this game, a 3-0 win, and a shutout for Stuart Skinner, his best performance in the playoffs. They heard the noise, they responded. Maybe their best performance of the series.
He shut out Los Angeles in game 4 of the first round series last year. Stuart Skinner, 0-3 in the playoffs coming into this pivotal game.
Bunny, thanks for showing up, my brother.
24 saves, Enrique Pira goals, 8 goal assists. The final in game 4, Edmonton 3, Vegas no score. Run the penalty.
Well, I have nothing to complain about from that game. Absolutely no complaints. I do not know how you can find anything to complain about in that game. Quickly, let's go take a look at what the Vegas Golden Knight fans are saying here. Let's see let's see what they let's see what's going on here. What are the Vegas Golden Knights fans saying? Here we go. So 3-0 as life. Oh, okay, bullshit. As a lifelong Knights fan, I don't know why we've had to endure so much hardship and suffering, but I'm getting tired. Fuck you. You let who shut you out? Janias, thanks for showing up, my brother. Appreciate all the viewership. Appreciate you for taking the time out of your night to spend it with me. And we got a good game out of it. So, my man, thank you so much for showing up. If that's the case, I am going to end the stream here then. Oilers win 3-0 in game 4. Take the 3-1 series lead with the series shifting back to Vegas for game 5 on Saturday night. Stuart Skinner, his best game in months. Can't ask for anything more than that. I love you all. Thank you all for showing up, and I'll see you guys Wednesday night, game 5. Thank you for showing up, and I'll see you. Bye, everyone. Good night. Stay safe. Have fun. Oilers win 3-0, and they're 1 game away from their 2nd straight Western Conference Finals appearance and their 3rd in 5 years. Fantastic stuff. Bye, everyone.